baby, it's the Arctic Gamer back again with another video in our channel. You know what I'm gonna say, grab your teas, grab your coffees, and let's do this. Okay, come on, black coffee, let's go, let's take a sip. Oh yes, baby, going on my spiral coaster, yes. And today, guys, we're gonna get straight into it. So if you're into retrospectives, complete and boxed experiences, art and graphic design, you are so in the right place. So definitely consider giving this channel a subscribe and a like to this video if you haven't already, baby. I'm getting that spiel real good now. Anyway, I ain't gonna keep you much longer. We're gonna get straight into it today. We're gonna be taking a look at our complete and boxed experience of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the PS1. Yes, it finally arrived the other day. So let's crack on. Okay, yes, here it is. I'm gonna give you a little bit of an unpackaging as well, guys, as well as a complete and boxed experience. So yeah, here we go. The product was from Vinted. I've said it before, Vinted is really good for kind of getting into retro games and picking up all that kind of content. I have said it before though, guys, you know, be very careful if you are looking for some really pristine copies. A little bit of a caveat again, guys, similar to yesterday's vid, but you know, we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, let's open this package and, you know, reveal the beauty that is inside. So let's go. And here it is, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone on the PS1. Oh yeah, there is a good artsy gamer shine though, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, here we go. So the reason why I picked this one up is because I am currently building up a collection of all my old school games. If you're new here, that's what I'm doing. More predominantly PS2, but nevertheless, I am starting to build up a bit of a PS1 collection as well. And because Harry Potter was such a hit on TikTok and a few of my previous YouTube vids, I just had to pick up Philosopher's Stone. Now, I've heard that Philosopher's Stone on the PS1 is completely different to the, you know, the PS2 version. Oh my gosh, guys, that PS2 version, man, it is pricey. Oh God. Okay, yeah, it is really going for a lot of money. So I did settle for this one, but you know, not to say in the future we might, you know, go and pick it up, you know, if we're really successful and we get lots of dollar rolling in. You know, I might be able to pick it up, but we settled for the PS1 version. And you know what, why not? Already I'm having a fantastic time with it on TikTok lives. And, you know, here we are going to do a complete and boxed experience. How fantastic is that? So yeah, we're going to dive in now. Guys, you can probably see the caveat already. Oh, this is actually cracked. Now, I'm really annoyed because in the picture, I mean, you could just about see it, but I thought it was actually more of a shine, a glare of light, because if you just kind of hold it back, you can barely tell that there's a, you know, a crack there. But unfortunately, yeah, when you hold it about there, you can see it, and it is pretty beat up, unfortunately. But nevertheless, inside the goods are clean, they're almost brand new, because when I've been saying it before, when you're on Vinted, a lot of these people, they do really good at putting a lot of the pictures in of the box, the manual, the disc. You know, it was really clear cut, so I was really surprised that I actually missed that. And you know, I've said it before, guys, realistically, if you can get out there to gaming conventions, CEX, car boot sales, you know, go, because you can have first-hand experience of what you're going to pick up, because you can never be sure. And again, I was fooled. I really did think this was a lovely clean copy, but it wasn't. Anyway, that is no part on the seller, the provider. They did, you know, do a really good packaging service and, you know, content on their page. You know, they did go into a lot of detail there, and it was a little bit cheaper, so maybe that was why, you know, that was the caveat there, is a little bit cheaper and I missed the crack. But anyway, here we go. Enough about that. Here we go. So, you know, it's the Artsy Gamer. We're going to be taking a look at the box art first and my interpretations of it, baby. So, wow. Wow. Yeah, that hits. That really, really hits. I love the blue. Really dark, hinty, subtly blue. Yeah, to really then draw, you know, your eyes to the main character, which is Harry. I think the subtly bluey kind of shiny effects really work because that is the whole, you know, nature of Harry Potter, isn't it? You know, you've got the dark night scenes. When you're flaying your wand around, up and down, you know, you have got those beautiful blue sparks, you know, sparkling everywhere, which I think really, really works. So I believe this backdrop here just really captures that well. Not only is it blue, you have got some lovely kind of like forest areas there. It's almost like a lake that he's just gliding through. Of course, that's probably the lake that the castle is sat around, you know what I mean? And then, you know, the dark forest there. Oh, yes, yeah. So, you know, it captures elements of the game really, really nicely, really subtly already before you've even kind of opened up and had a look at the beautiful manual that is in here, I do have to say. But yeah, they've done really well there. I have found, actually just doing this channel, that a lot of games do have just quite a standard colour backdrop with not too much going on, and then boom, the main character itself. And I do think that is something that is maybe a marketing technique. I was just kind of saying it from interpretation and just an artist in general. But I do believe that actually, yes, you know, you've got like quite a big, bold background with a colour, not too much going on, and then boom, you've got the character model there. And I think it really works. And, you know, it definitely worked for me back in the day. Absolutely. But yeah, let's just take a little bit more detail on Harry there. Now, I've said it before in my other videos. I love how the cloak is displayed on all of the box arts that I've seen and in the manuals. It really does represent the game well, I feel, because when you are playing the game as Harry, his cloak is floating so beautifully around, and it's really captured lovely here as well. There is a lot of broomstick flying in this game, so I think they did a really good idea of putting Harry on the broomstick, because, you know, there's a lot of action in there. And I think, you know, games of the time there, you know, you were looking for a really cool action game, do you know what I mean? So I think they did really well here, putting Harry on the broom, you know, ready to catch the snitch there. So yeah, it was kind of like fun action, and I think they've done really well there to kind of capture that gamer of the era, do you know what I mean? Here we've got the gold Harry Potter logo, very nice. Again, it's still that cutesy phase, so the gold really works. And actually, I think it works really nicely against the golden snitch there as well. Yeah, it's just, yeah, gold, Harry, blue in the background, and then drops down to gold again as well. Like, yeah, lovely. Really, really nice. I think a lot of hard work was put into this. Yeah, really lovely. And again, we'll just get a nice close-up there of Harry. Really nice. Of course, this is just an artist's interpretation of what Harry would look like in the game. He is nowhere near as good looking as this. Nowhere near. But yeah, really, really nice. And I think the box art absolutely hits. With the standard PlayStation 1 box though, we have got the logo there. You know what, I think it could have been a little bit smaller to it. Just enjoy that lovely artwork. And again, EA at it again. They love to show off their logo, don't they? They could drop that. Maybe just put the EA logo, just a nice small one there, to just encourage more of that box art to shine through. Do you know what I mean? Because it is really lovely, you know. Anyway, I digress. We're going to flip this bad boy onto the back here. And yeah, how lovely is this? I really do like this. A lot of text, unfortunately. I'm not a massive fan of that. Just put it in the manual. But we do have some lovely screenshots, as always, at the top there. Bit small for my liking as well. But, you know, it is PS1. They were just getting used to all of this jazz, weren't they? So, you know, they were learning how to put a box together. So yeah, realistically, I would have liked them nice and big, but, you know, we've got some lovely screenshots of the game, what you might be doing. Really nice, you know, when you're a child, you're just flicking it over and you go, wow, okay. And I like the ones that they've used, you know, instantly. You've got Dumbledore there, you know, greeting Harry into the castle. I think that's really lovely, and that is one of the first scenes of the game. Really nice. Lovely. And you're like, oh yeah, God, guys, we're gonna be meeting Dumbledore. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, come on, real nice. We've got some lovely broomstick flying as well there. Yeah, again, very early mechanic in the game, and oh my god, I was awful at that, blimey now. But yeah, really fun, but quite hard. And again, obviously displayed there really nicely for the gamer. And what we got here, yeah, just I guess some combat. Yeah, looks like there's a health bar or something there. Yeah, yes, actually, I know exactly what goddamn boss fight. This is bloody Draco again trying to get at us. Bit of a weird one though. You were like throwing crackers, like, you know, like Christmas crackers at them and stuff like that. If I've got some footage, I'll either pop it in here or at the end. But yeah, it was funny, hard and weird all at the same time. So yeah, mixed emotions about that one. But nevertheless, it seems like these are all early gameplay here that they've shown off in the screenshots. Really nice. But yeah, come on, make them a little bit bigger. Anyway, you know what, guys? Yesterday I didn't even have a sip of coffee because I was getting that involved with Red Dead. So we're gonna take a sip now. Come and join me. Come and join me. Black coffee for the morning. Come on. Going on my spiral coaster, baby. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna flip this back around, and yeah, here we go. So unfortunately, oh god, guys. Oh god, I'm gonna break it even more. Oh, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all, but it does open just. And yeah, here we go. Manual just comes and falls onto the disc there as you open it. So yeah, lovely manual though. However, it's, I would say, almost brand new, the manual. It's such a shame that the actual, you know, package here was cracked. Really annoyed, but to be honest with you, it is something that I can just pick up and replace out, so it's not massive. You know, if this was all beat up and battered, that's when I would got, you know, a bit annoyed, but it's actually real clean, and the disc itself is lovely as well. So here we go, we're going to take a lovely little look at the disc first. So yeah, you know me by now, guys, I love a disc that hasn't just completely copy and pasted it from the front cover. Oh my god. I thought my finger was going to go straight through that then. But yeah, really lovely. And here now we've gone kind of like purpley, and oh wow, that is just so lovely. I love that purpley effect there, really nice. You've got the castle there just in the background. Wow, you know, Harry Potter logo there again, very purpley. Then it goes straight into that lovely lake that the castle is just overlooking. Really nice. And actually this gives more gentle, calming vibes. And you know what, there are elements of that in the game. You can kind of just explore the castle at your own will, which is really lovely. And I think that kind of represents the kind of like the calming, chill vibes of it. So yeah, they did really well actually with this one. And you know, come on guys, we will give it the artsy game and pop. These PS1 games, they just kind of slide out, so yeah, you got to be careful. And yeah, let's just take a nice hold up of the disc there as well. Yeah, that's so lovely, isn't it? Wow, and we've got that lovely shiny, you know, rainbow over there catching the light there. And of course, this is a black disc. So here we go, turning around. Can I get the camera in? Yes, there we are. You know what I'm going to say as well, guys. You know me too long. All you down the camera, if you're enjoying what you are seeing here today, definitely give this video a like. Honestly, it means so much to me building up this community with you. So yes, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. But yeah, disc going back in. Actually, you can pop this in quite easy. Boop. Right, okay. And of course, the moment you've been all waiting for, guys, baby, let's have a little look at the fantastic manual that we've got here. So yeah, front cover, we've gone through all of that. And yeah, here we go. Now, unfortunately, black and white, but you know, PS1, I can forgive them. They were just getting into the idea of giving away manuals. And I believe it's just going to go over some basic UI, which is very standard, but you know, it has to be done. But then instantly we are greeted with there we go, some lovely screenshots there. Really nice. Just going over who you're going to be meeting and how you interact with those NPCs, which is really nice. And again, I'll just hold that up a little bit carefully there, a little bit closer. Nice, really lovely. But yeah, you can tell, guys, that the graphics are so bad they're good. Lovely little book though, lovely little book. Okay, yeah, mainly all text, but I did give this a little flick through, and there are some, you know, little subtle screenshots there just to prompt the player on what to do. You know, you've still got the wizard cards to collect, you've still got the ability to collect points. Really great, because then, you know, you're encouraged to do different tasks, not so much the story all the time, just to get those points up to beat Slytherin. Yes, you heard Dave, beat Slytherin. Dave, massive fan of the channel, big supporter. Okay, and then yeah, just flicking this through, and oh yeah, actually these are really nice. Wow, yeah, they did such a good job of representing the Quidditch play actually in this PS1 game. You've got to remember this is a PS1 game. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, they did so well to represent those towers there, don't you think? Really lovely. And again, just going over some of the UI needed to complete the task. But yeah, really nice. I do appreciate that. When I was playing it as well, I was actually quite blown away. Really, really lovely stuff. Again, you've got the Bertie Bot beans to collect, unlocking doors, you know, going into the next area. Again, just guiding the gamer through really nicely. Okay, more text there. But I tell you what, guys, this manual honestly is brand new. It really is. It's such a shame that the case was all battered up. Yeah, unfortunately, not too long as well. We are now entering the credits, which is a little bit unfortunate. They could have maybe done a little bit more to this, you know, maybe adding just a few more screenshots here and there. But then again, we've got the awesome Hogwarts logo as well. And actually, in the backdrop, I don't know if you can see it. I think the camera just about picks it up. But you've got Harry there, looking stunned, of course. He does always have quite a stunned expression on his face throughout this game. Oh dear me. But yes, and then I think that is coming to the end. Of course, we've got a blank page there if you do want to make any notes, which I think is always lovely. Really gets the gamer, yeah, I was about to say the engager, but you are definitely engaged when you're playing. Yeah, it gives the gamer something engaging to do, you know, as well as you've got the actual software, you've got some physical stuff to, you know, write down if needs be, which I think works really well. And then, of course, come on, guys. I mean, yes, there's an annoying bit of text over that, but look how beautiful that is. Just imagine if that text wasn't there. Oh, that just sums up literally the front, the disc, and the manual, doesn't it? How lovely is that? You've got the lake there with that front bit of blue there that is represented, you know, just as Harry is flying on his broom, which I think really is lovely. It then is just drawn up into like more of that darky effect there, to then that lovely purple where the castle is just resting. I think that is really, really lovely, actually. How beautiful is that? Gosh, guys, imagine if that text wasn't there and that was just the backdrop. How beautiful. Shame that wasn't done. But anyway, I digress. I'm getting all emotional with this one. Anyway, so yeah, just popping this in somehow because yeah, yeah, I think it's closed. But yeah, just getting a bit nostalgic now, guys. Yeah, so I never fully own this. I think I dabbled with this actually at a friend's house. Yeah, many years ago. It was actually her older sister's PS1, and I had some really awesome times just playing on their PS1 with my friend and her sister. And yeah, she was like, should we put this game on? And I wasn't actually quite sure what it was until she literally just slammed the disc down and I looked in, it said Harry Potter, and I was like, oh, all right, okay. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan anyway. So yeah, we went on the game, and I tell you what, we must have been on there all day long. Just lovely memories of just maybe not actually fully following the storyline, but just exploring the castle, just doing stupid things with our wand, meeting up with Hagrid and zapping him. And to see what happens if we flipendo him. Oh, nothing. He's just, he don't take no messing and all that jazz. So yeah, some lovely, weird memories with that one as well. And that's why I'm so happy to be playing this as an adult with you guys on TikTok, to just kind of get my first impressions on it, playing it in 2025. Yeah, which just seems to be a bit of a series now on this channel, doesn't it? Like my gaming experience, now I'm playing it in 2025. But yeah. So I have had some beautiful memories with this. It may have even happened more than once. We might have, you know, maybe a few weeks later gone back into the game as I was around there. I was good friends with her back in the day. And yeah, just done a little bit more. But there wasn't too many, you know, standout scenes. So yeah, I really am going into this first time. So yeah. Anyway, guys, yeah, if I can find some funny footage of me playing this on the weekend, I'll maybe have either inserted it earlier or inserted the end. So yeah, I hope you have fun watching me and have a good old laugh watching me play Harry Potter. But anyway, this is not the last game and unboxing or whatever you want to call it. When I have fully completed it, I will go back and give my interpretations of it now I've played it, and if I think the box art is really represented in the game and vice versa. So yeah, that's what we do on the Artsy Gamer, isn't it? Right then, guys, so that is me. That is the Artsy Gamer, obviously, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and that's it. Over and out.
Kitten's falling down the well.
Oh.
I can't reach her.
Oh.
It's very dark down there. Will you help me?
Oh.
If you can find the bottom of the
Evie,
well,
is this bad?
you might find her.
Yeah, Ryan's keeping sure everyone is behaving. DMC, I appreciate that. Right, Pennywise. Evie's bloody hilarious, guys. Definitely check Evie. Ron, why are you throwing kittens in a well? This is very Pennywise-esque, isn't it?